Mark Zuckerberg's fortune has surged this year, and nobody on the rich list comes close to his $44 billion gain. Did you see that? $44 billion gain, right? But there is a way to make money even with Facebook. How do we do that? That's what we're talking about today. Facebook has a creator program where they reward creators for the content that they have. So today, a staff for Facebook is telling us how to make money from Facebook legitimately, right? You create content and Facebook pays you for your content. That's what we're going to be listening to today. So get your pen and paper, invite your friends, and let's get into it.
Well, guys, Facebook is the place to make money. This is where you monetize on the platform. This is where you can monetize your content and not the content of basically of that kind of brand collabs. This is the place. When it comes to monetizing on Facebook, again, I was saying this before, like if you heard me, Nigeria is the place to be for this because you have very high reach, very high watch time, and very high engagement, more so than other countries. Have this advantage, take it and use it to your benefit. So important. Now, our first type of monetization is in-stream ads. An in-stream ad is an ad that basically comes in the middle of your video. This is a pre-roll, so ideally before your video, mid-roll during your video, post-roll after your video. Logical. We also have images, which are basically like small banners that are there at the very bottom of your video. Now, the way these ads work is that we have a rev share of 45% and 55%. You as a creator get 55% of the revenue generated from this ad. So again, it's very lucrative for you guys. Now, in Nigeria, and this is actually around the world, you are not able to just basically turn on monetization. This isn't how it works. You have to meet eligibility criteria first of all, and once you meet this criteria, you're able to monetize. A couple of things. Number one, most important thing, make sure you are putting your content on a page, not a profile. Really important over here. Number two, make sure your page has at least 10,000 followers. Number three, make sure your page has generated 600,000 minutes viewed in the past 60 days. As I said before, this seems like a big number, it's not. It is very simple, very easy, especially in Nigeria. This is easily achievable for any of you. You must be in a supported country. So supported countries means that basically monetization is not open to all countries in general. For Nigeria specifically, it adds an extra layer to this process. Depending on who your main contact is at Facebook, either you go through an agency or you manage directly, it's different for each person. What you need to do is, once you're eligible for monetization, it will show up on Creator Studio. This is basically like this is the tool you would use to upload your content and manage everything from there. Once you're eligible, it will show there. Once it shows there, you need to reach out to your Facebook either rep or your agency and have them reach out to us directly to enable monetization for you. It will not come directly for you unless you do this step, so always keep this in mind. The process takes anywhere from 2 weeks to 4 weeks and does get delayed sometimes, so just be very diligent and be very careful with this as well. Now you must also pass our partner monetization policies. A couple of things under here. Number one, brand safety. Again, if you're making money by basically brands putting their ads in your video, you have to have compliant videos, you have to have safe videos. Brand safety is the number one reason for people to lose money and get their videos demonetized on the platform in general. This means, for example, not showing anything such as violence, not showing anything such as bullying, harassment. This even goes so far as to not have pranks. So I think we have lots of comedians here, right? Lots of comedians make prank videos, and prank videos, for the most part, usually get demonetized. Unless it's super, super safe and mild. But for the most part, I would say just avoid it because these ones get demonetized all the time. So just be very careful with these. We have a website called Meta for Creators where you can find kind of a whole list of the monetization policies. These are really important. What happens is, if you kind of have these videos that are basically that are kind of like striked as a policy violation, you get demonetized first for 90 days, then for 180 days, then for 1 year. If it happens again, fourth time, you're demonetized forever. So again, be just really careful of this. Okay, so a couple of kind of tips for success. Just most important thing is when you're trying to make money on the platform, really focus on tactics that drive repeat viewing. So how do you kind of ensure the highest level of success on a video? You would do this by ensuring that you have the longest watch rate, so that the view through rate of a video has to be the highest possible. If you have a 2-minute video, if you can get people past the first 1 minute, like basically over 50%, you have a higher chance of making more money than like having people only watch at 25% or 10%. Look at your analytics, identify where people are dropping off, and change your edits accordingly. This is really helpful for you. Try and optimize your videos for 1 minute views. This is for basically long form videos. Whenever you have a mid-roll, anything over 1 minute, the first mid-roll comes after the one minute mark. So keep this in mind if you have long form videos in general. Quality things like have the highest resolution, the highest bitrate, the highest quality. All of these things are captured, and all of these things are like basically monitored on the platform. And you know that we have a very tricky, volatile algorithm. These things affect your reach. So just make sure you really ensure to have the highest quality possible on the platform. Avoid risks that could reduce your payout. These are things like the violations, IP, make sure all of your content is original. This is really important. So originality is something that really kind of catches people the most. Ensure that your content on your page is original content. On other platforms, they allow basically, I think it's called free range, where you're allowed to kind of fair use, where like you're able to use less than 30 seconds of someone else's content and still claim it as legals and yours to monetize. This is not the case on Facebook. So just try to avoid that in the first place. The only way it's allowed is if you basically meaningfully enhance the content. So things like reaction videos are allowed. I would say basically like if you add some kind of commentary to something else, that could maybe also get through. But generally, try to be as original as possible. Do not take clips from other people. Also, use our tools to basically track your status on each page. One more thing actually, because in Nigeria specifically, I think that you're all multilingual, right? People speak more than one language. Multilingual videos do not get monetized on Facebook. Stick to English if you can. Stick to one language, because the way it works is basically our reviewers review things. Basically, it's all like an automatic review. When multiple languages are picked up, even in the background, those videos do not go through, and they require a human review that takes almost 3 to 4 days. You lose on the highest window of opportunity for monetization. So keep it to one language, to English from the very, very beginning, to just basically avoid this whole headache of waiting for review. And one more thing, if you have like a big backlog of archived content, start now, just kind of throw this all up on Facebook. If you have